Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for the final of the opening bracket of the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament here at the K.O.E. Nation on Twitch and YouTube. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the Baron of Bourbon, and we are here for the Kentucky Outsider bracket, and I am joined by my indomitable broadcast partners.
The Style and Profiling King of Inebriation, Chicken.
And
the non-coppa friendly Tony G. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, be sure to like, share, subscribe right here at the K.O.E. Nation, folks. You know it's the right thing to do. And we are going to find out which one will be the final four of the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament, folks. So we are here and we are going to decide which one will be the final one to make it to the final four. Now, in this particular bracket, we're going a little different. We've got some non-Kentucky boys.
Yeah.
Now, we've got one fairly good representation of Kentucky and Colonel E.H. Taylor. But I thought, let's reach out, branch out. And some of this almost looks like some football rivalries from the past. We've got Colorado with Breckenridge Bourbon, an excellent, excellent bourbon. We've got TX Bourbon from Firestone and Robertson Distillery. Their TX whiskey is basically my favorite whiskey. But yes, this is their Texas straight bourbon whiskey. And because we are Nebraska born and raised, we had to go with Loup River Distilling Nebraska straight bourbon whiskey from our grain to your glass. So, folks,
Throwing these three in the deep end with the Colonel.
Yep, we got Colonel E.H. Taylor, which is a very, very robust bourbon. And we've got some outside of Kentucky contenders. And we will see if one of these outsiders can surpass Kentucky and make it to the final four of the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament. Now, for those who don't know, we have a 4-point, 3-point, 2-point, and 1-point must system. One bourbon must be given 1 point, one bourbon must be given 2 points, one bourbon must be given 3 points, and one bourbon must be given 4 points. And then we will add our scores up, and the winner will move on to the final four. So, with all that being said,
Let's jump right in.
Yes.
Hey.
Subtle nose, but honestly, I really like the. You get a bit of the wood.
Oh, definitely.
But it's not overpowering at all. Very, very, very smooth, very light.
A little hint of sweet.
Yep. Agreed. There's a, if you want to say woodsy, I'm thinking of like a fruit tree woodsy.
Not the good kind of fruit. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It was I need to have.
You want a
another
little
sip there.
more.
It's better now.
Oh.
Like I had a moment there where I was just like,
On
what
the
is that?
very tail end,
Yeah,
honey.
maybe.
Very, very tail end. Like you think it's going to evaporate completely, and then honey.
I feel like I'm chewing a wheat stalk.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all righty.
No, that's very appropriate.
All right,
Oh,
now we move on to B.
B's got a little bit more. There's something else there, but it's about the same strength in terms of nose.
I was about to say there's a lot more robustness here,
But it's still
not
very light.
grainy. It's not
It's kind of like
caramels here. I like it.
Yep, there's a caramel.
There's some heat in the
a
mouth.
a little bit of heat,
but
there.
then
Not much.
It goes away really fast. It's really nice. That heat like it hits and it's gone.
Yeah, it doesn't linger like some bourbons.
it's not a butteriness, it's almost a chalkiness that lingers on your palate.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Now we move on to C.
Butter.
Yep, that's butterness.
Ooh, love that nose.
Oh. Butter and it's a sweetness, but it's not caramel.
It's like sweet corn.
Smooth.
Yeah, there you go. Sweet corn. Yeah. You're 100% right. Sweet corn.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Ooh,
C.
that is.
And I can't remember what any of them are now. Sorry.
Say it's been a while since we had these poured, so good.
But I got my cheat sheet right here, folks. I pulled out. It's blank. Oh, crap.
Whiskey D is very, 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 very light on the nose. Ooh.
I'm getting like a
there's like nothing.
candy,
Almost nothing
a
there.
small candy, but
It's
not much.
sweet, but there's nothing. Like I would not expect this to be
Okay,
bourbon.
now get really deep in it. You smell corn.
Well, wonder why, but I mean,
all bourbon has to be at least 51%.
Yeah, you
corn,
gotta
and usually
dig.
they're about 70.
You got to dig for this.
Okay, well.
Oh. That the flavor profile is just leaps and bounds
really
better than the aroma.
That is very unexpected. You're right from the aroma.
Yeah. I literally have
Give it a nose and you're like, this is gonna be boring.
I'm
but
honestly just kind of I'm in no man's land in terms of my rating right now.
All right.
I'm going
I
back
know where I'm
through.
going.
I have to
I already know what I'm doing.
have to compare between.
All right, I've already scored mine. So we shall see what the ultimate result shall be. Chickens, looks like he's deciding between two at the moment. Tony is trying to figure them all out.
All right.
Yes, this has been an evening of bourbon, folks. It's been really fun.
I'm going with my gut here, and I'm not going to overthink it.
Yep, just go with your gut, whatever you think.
I'm going to do it one more time in reverse.
Boom.
Chicken's done.
Pencils
Pencils down. You're just having fun drinking bourbon.
That's kind of what I was doing.
Nope,
earlier.
I'm sticking with it.
All right. Pencils down.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen, are you ready for the reveals? All right.
This one's going to shock me because I honestly, I think something crazy is going to happen here with this.
Me
I really
too.
do.
I'm afraid something crazy is going to happen.
I'm shocked how well Colonel E.H. Taylor went along with these other three.
this
Like
was
this
hard.
was a
boy.
perfect bracket.
Okay. First of all, which one do you think was Colonel E.H. Taylor?
C or D.
CRD.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna look at this again. Yep. Okay.
Uh-oh.
this. Wow.
A is TX Bourbon.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
B is Colonel E.H. Taylor.
Wow.
Oh no.
C is Loup River Distillery Nebraska Straight Bourbon
Wow.
Whiskey. And D is Breckenridge Bourbon.
Really?
I'm shocked.
Really?
I am shocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
am I. So
Wow.
yeah.
I have some thoughts on this. So okay, let's get into it.
So all right, gentlemen.
How did we score?
So A, TX Bourbon. What did you give it?
1.
What'd you give it, T?
2.
I gave it 1. So it made 4 whole points.
Wait. 2.
I gave it a 1.
1.
1.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yep,
Wow. 4.
Yep. So
Ouch.
Colonel E.H. Taylor, what did you give it?
I gave it a 2.
2. Tony, what'd you give it?
1.
I gave it a 2.
Wow.
So 5.
I'm sorry, Colonel. That's
Wow.
I went back to it immediately when you said that. I'm blown away.
I'll come back to my question after.
Oh,
Okay.
that's one I've really enjoyed.
So C, Nebraska Bourbon.
C is
I gave it a
Nebraska.
3.
I also gave it a 3.
I gave it a 4. So
Wow.
Holy hell.
and honestly, I thought that was the Colonel E.H. Taylor. I had forgotten.
I did too.
Yeah. What the?
I've
what the
never
flip?
had any of these.
Okay,
So
Oh my
to,
God.
This to me was completely
Yeah,
blind.
this is about to happen.
Uh,
Now Breckenridge, what did you give it, chicken?
4.
4. What'd you give it, T?
4.
I gave it 3.
Breckenridge takes out
I'm-
Arnold.
Ooh.
I'm honestly shocked.
Wow.
I honest to God thought that Breckenridge was going to get the lowest score across the board.
Now, there was one thing that didn't shock me.
No.
And that was this. This did not surprise me.
That was not very good.
No. I specifically asked some relation in Texas because we had this bottle, and I said, we really like the TX blended. How's the bourbon? We haven't cracked into it yet. And they said, it's a little disappointing. But then we tried it. I'm like, no, this is really nice. But in this bracket, no, this is easily, I can understand completely why that's gone. I'm sorry.
TX.
Your blended is incredible. Your sherry and your port, amazing, but your bourbon needs some work.
Then the one that got 5 points,
I'm just...
Colonel E.H. Taylor.
I thought this was going to walk away with it with 3s and 4s across the board.
Yeah, so did I.
I love this stuff.
Unfortunately, now don't get me wrong, I'll be enjoying this bottle.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to make of that, folks.
That's why we do these blind.
And
oh my God.
So it came down to within 1 point, Nebraska's straight bourbon whiskey, which is the one I was more impressed by.
This is the youngest.
It's actually really good.
This is the youngest bourbon that we have on this, probably the entire tournament, is it not? Like, there's nothing here in terms of history. This is a young distillery.
The youngest. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
And my brother who loves the Buffs will love to see.
Wow.
Breckenridge Bourbon took it. Nebraska, I was really hoping
shocked.
you'd pull through.
It was close.
You were close, and I am. So, folks,
Just like last 2 football seasons.
I'm sorry, but Nebraska's straight bourbon whiskey defeated Colonel E.H. Taylor handily.
It's impressive.
Like, not even close. And I don't know what to make of this.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah. Now, again, water is the backbone of any whiskey. Both of these have unique water.
Yeah.
This one comes from the Ogallala Aquifer. This is from snowmelt from the Rocky Mountains. Water being the backbone of any whiskey, the fact that they had superior water, I think probably really helped them. So, chicken, it really pains me to...
age your whiskey with solid water, and you're going to have a great product. And I think, Loup River, you have got a potential heavyweight on your hands if you do it right.
Yeah, guys, this one is the shocker of the tournament.
Yeah.
Breckenridge Bourbon.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow.
So,
I didn't expect this.
Guys, all right. Chicken, is there anything you'd like to say to the people?
I saw a bottle of this at a liquor store near my house last week. Now I'm pissed I didn't pick it up. This does not break the bank. This is not super expensive. It's not as hard to find as the Colonel. Like, if you see this, get it. This is well worth it. This is fantastic, and it won't break the bank.
It's been a while since I've dipped into this bottle. This is my bottle. I've had this bottle for over a year. We've reviewed it a few times. I wasn't a massive fan of it, but now that I'm coming back to it, after having a much better appreciation for bourbon, and I'm tasting it again now knowing what it is, and I'm still just really, really shocked that it did as well as it has done here tonight. Just blown away.
Yeah, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, this particular video has shocked and amazed me, folks. I did not foresee this particular result. And yet here we are. Here we are. Breckenridge Bourbon and Nebraska Straight Bourbon Whiskey handily defeating Colonel E.H. Taylor. I didn't think I would live to see the day, but Midwestern distilleries, take a bow. We apparently got some pretty good whiskeys out here. So, folks, hey, maybe now might be a time to look outside Kentucky just a little bit, but Breckenridge is still got a couple of big Kentucky natives it's got to go up against if it wants to be considered the bourbon of extreme. It's going to have to go up against Jim Beam Black. It's going to have to go up against Blanton's. It's going to have to go up against Woodford Reserve Double Oak Store Pick.
Do we bring the other three in?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Well, actually, you know what? They're right over there.
It's the perfect time.
They're in that little
Let's
cabinet.
reveal the final four.
Yep. The final four is upon us, folks. I might as well. Yep. And
I did not see this coming.
that's why you do it blind.
There's one.
If we would have done it with knowing what they were, we would have all voted.
There's
Colonel
two
EH.
shockers for me. There's one that I kind of expected but didn't, and then one that I'm not even the least bit surprised at.
Yep. So these are the final four.
That is
of the
not.
Sweet 16 bird. This is not at all
No.
what I thought it would be. The only one that I saw making it was maybe Blanton's.
Maybe.
And so
I
Yeah.
saw the Woodford myself.
this is the final four of the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament, folks. Keep your eyes on this space and be ready. The final four is coming, and you will know what is the Bourbon of Extreme that the next time you see it, definitely pick it up. You can pass the other ones on by. So, folks, I am your King of Extreme, the Baron of Bourbon himself, signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partners.
As always, appreciate you. Love you back.
Still flabbergasted. Tony G, thanks for watching.